Hi guys, I got some exciting stuff to share with you today from this amazing book by Neville Goddard, and I'm reading The Power of Awareness from the chapter Free Will, okay? Listen to this. If you had a different concept of yourself, everything would be different. You are what you are, so everything is as it is. The events which you observe are determined by the concept that you have of yourself. So what Neville is saying in that paragraph, right, is that whatever concept that you have of yourself, that's all you're going to see out in this world. So if you consider yourself, oh, I'm poor, I never get any good breaks or anything like that, that's all you're ever going to see. But if you start changing the concept of yourself, right, if you start changing the concept of yourself, things around you are going to start changing. It's so important that you realize that the very presence of the Creator, the I Am, lives inside of you and is out picturing this world through your mind, okay? And when you start to get into realization of that, everything about you, you're going to change the whole sequence of your life. Many times what we try to do, we try to change our life through our willpower, thinking, okay, I'm just going to muster up enough willpower. I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to work harder, this time around, I'm going to make it to the gym, I'm going to go and do that workout, rather than start imagining and seeing yourself already as that person. He talks about here too, I want to read you a little bit more. He says, if you change the concept of yourself, the events ahead of you in time are altered. You are a being with the powers of intervention which enable you, by a change of consciousness, to alter the course of observed events. In fact, to change your future. When you start changing your consciousness, your whole reality changes. You see, you've got to realize that we are actually living in this holographic universe. And when you start, whatever you're thinking about is going to be outpictured, okay? Outpictured in this world. Let me give you an example. I'm sure you've had this happen to you, that you have thought of something, right? And it starts to materialize right there in your life. I'll give you, case in point, today we took our dog for a walk. Where is he? There he is, it's Magic, right? And when we were coming back, we were talking about how Magic's blue merle Australian Shepherd, and my husband was wondering, I wonder if red merles get so hot when they're out walking in the sun, because Magic's coat is pretty, it's very dark, and he becomes like a little solar panel. And as we were talking about this, right, we're driving down the road talking about red merles, which we hardly ever see, and within 30 seconds as we're driving, I go past, I'm like, oh my gosh, hold on, that woman is walking a red merle. And you're like, oh my, it's just crazy. When you start realizing the power that is within you, we're told in the book of Philippians that it's God who works in you both to will and to do for his good pleasure, okay? So if you think about this, we need to believe that God is, okay, this consciousness is, the I Am is, and that he rewards, it's a rewarder of those who diligently seek. So if you want to diligently seek and realize that the presence of God, the very presence of I Am, is living inside of you, and that you are a co-creator, and everything that you think about starts out picturing in your world, and actually start really believing this. Like, I'm sure if this is speaking to your heart right now, okay, you might think, oh, this is not true. Life can't be this way. But if you start thinking back to when you were a kid and you would play make-believe, and you'd start to feel alive, and you felt I can be anything, and you started to feel the magic in life, and you thought, when I grow up, I can do this and I can do that, right? And then you're told, that's not true, that can't happen. Well, what if it really did? What if it's so much more, and that you are actually, the very presence of God is within you, and it's been stuffed down, it's been put to sleep by your mind, by your ego, rather than the real you that lives inside of you? Well, it's time right now to wake up, to change your self-concept, to realize who you truly are. That, we're told to, we're exhorted to arise, O sleeper, and Christ is going to give you light. Christ, that very presence of God, lives inside of you, and that is your amazing power. So I want you to think today, when I change the concept of myself, right, then my whole world around me is going to start changing, and start practicing it. And this is the moment right now to start changing it. It's the present moment. You can't change the past and you can't change the future unless you change it right now. Start picturing in your mind that person of who you are right now, not who you are becoming, but think about you are that person right now. You know, start really focusing on that and using the power of your attention to imagine and think and play, okay? Imagine and think and play. I want to thank you so much for all of my new subscribers. I am so grateful for you. I just want to encourage people, you know, life is short and we need to enjoy every single minute of it and start believing like we did as kids again and thinking, wow, anything is possible. All things are possible. Start using the power of your intention. Start changing the concept of yourself and start noticing as you change the concept of who you think you are and start speaking kind things over yourself, amazing things over yourself, things around you, they're going to change. I'll see you on the next video. Bye.